come back in. They can hear you, but they need to confirm.
Ready now, so okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Mickelson of the Transportation Board. On behalf of our Chair, Pam Oranger, I will be chairing the public hearing. It's now June 16th, 2026 at 2 p.m. I'm calling this hearing into order for the public hearing on Transportation Board Case 536. Petition to name I-91 south between exits 26 and 28 of the David Chris Maland Memorial Monument. I'd like to invite the Transportation Board to introduce themselves and start.
Afternoon, Tim Bud Park, Shelburne, Vermont. Bill Zallinger, Montpelier, Vermont.
Maryland, Vermont. Pam Lawrence, Colchester, Vermont.
Executive Director is Rachel Gilman. District. So the hearing is being recorded and is required by the open meeting law. We will be posting it on the YouTube on the Transportation Board's channel. In addition, it's being filmed for private use as part of a documentary film currently being developed. Hearing participants, both in person and we'll get two. So speak, please speak out and speak clearly. Identify your name before you do speak. And we'll have one person speak at a time. Five devices at this time. Please sign the attendance sheet. This is part of the public record of the hearing. There will be time for public feedback on this petition. Please make sure you indicate that you wish to speak by checking the box on the sign-up sheet. I think has thank you. Pursuant to 5 Vermont statutes, section 5B, the Transportation Board is mandated to hold a hearing on all petitions to name state facilities. This petition was submitted by the American Legion, Newport Post 21 in Newport, Vermont in November of 2025 and sought to name the entirely section I-91 north and south in Orange County after Agent Maland. Including in the petition and part of the record are signatures of 97 Vermont residents from Vermont, Derby, Brownington, Harrisburg, and other surrounding towns. Letters of support from Deputy Patrol Agent Charge Michael Doughton on the Newport Border Patrol Station of the United States Customs Border Protection, Mayor Rick Buford Chase of the City of Newport, Vermont. An email in support of the petition from Roseanne Fichette, Agent Maland's fiance. An email from Jake Maland, Agent Maland's brother. Commander Jim Crow of the Newport Post American Legion submitted the amended petition on March 7, 2026. The amendment reduced the area requested to be named in just those areas on I-91 north and south between exits 26 and 28. I think we have a map showing that. And at that time, additional information about Agent Maland was submitted. The amended petition, additional information about Agent Maland is accepted by the board as part of the record. The map of the area, as I said, is good. Board has also received letters of support for this petition from the Vermont officers. These have been made part of the record on this matter. We will hear from the petitioner first and then open the hearing to public comment. I would like to limit that to 2 minutes. Which I found. Person who's providing testimony. So anybody is going to provide testimony, I need to swear you at this time. Including people on the line, raise your right hand. I hereby solemnly confirm that the evidence I've given the comment and consideration shall be the whole truth, nothing but the truth. I do. Thank you. We now invite Commander Jim Crow to present the American Legion's amended petition.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good day.
I'm Jim Crow, Commander of American Legion Post 21 in Newport. On behalf of the Legion, I'm presenting our petition to the Vermont Transportation Board to honor Border Patrol Agent David Chris Maitland. by renaming a section I-91. We join our community in mourning the loss of Border Patrol Agent Maitland, who died in an attack on January 20th, 2025. Our sincere condolences goes out to his family, friends, and colleagues as they grieve the loss of David. The American Legion wishes to honor our fellow veteran and symbolically commemorate the life of David Maitland by renaming a portion of I-91 as a memorial to his life. The segment we request in I-91 northbound and southbound between exits 26 and 28, which will be renamed the David Chris Maitland Memorial Highway. Our proposal includes the installation of a green or blue sign to mark the section of the highway. Preferably, it would be a sign indicating both entry to and exit from this section. Example, you're entering the David Chris Maitland Memorial Highway. You are leaving the David Chris Maitland Memorial Highway. The proposal has been discussed with Rosie, the agent, Maland's fiance, as well as station commands at the Swanton sector and Newport Station. These individuals support our effort to bring this proposal to completion. We share the belief that the initiative will provide a meaningful way to honor our fallen comrade who gave his life in service of others. Our state commander, Bill Brothers, gives full support for this proposal and has pledged the Legion's assistance. We also have the support of Mayor Richard Mullendorf Chase, Senators, Vermont Senators Russ Engel, Mark Higley, Representatives Woody Page, Ken Wells, and Mike Markon. Chris had chosen Newport as a permanent home. His community where he envisioned a future of living and returning among his residents. His character combined competence with humor and approachability, and his quiet energy served many as he set down his roots and shared his skills and knowledge throughout our community. As an advocate for firearm ownership and safety, he organized our community as an advocate, safety training and shooting events. His quiet generosity was limitless as he supported the operation of the local church physically, financially, and with his time. As an avid hunter, he schooled young hunters as well as friends and neighbors, safe, ethical hunting with respect to wildlife and land. He embraced winter life with zest for snowmobiling as an active member of the local clubs, while he mentored riders, maintained trails, and quietly inspired a sense of teamwork for everyone. Family was the central force of Chris's life. He devoted his devotion to his fiancee and stepdaughter were evidence of his permanently investing time and support to be willing to learn a new language. Throughout his career, Chris was a member of the military and a federal agent, serving while he was where he was stationed. His service is exemplified by his duty at the Pentagon during September 11th terrorist attack, his ability as a canine handler, his ability to inspire people and to work as a team, and his commitment to his community as an organizer and mentor. This is a brief overview of Chris's life and the impact he made during his years here in our area. Many will feel the loss of this man who lived his days with dignity and a sense of servitude throughout his professional and private life. As we propose the renaming of this section of the highway in his honor, it would recognize a life lived of duty and kindness. It would be visible reminder of the importance of a person who has on the community, a reminder of a person who showed up, protected, mentored, and to give selflessly. Let David Chris Maitland's be a reminder of his sacrifice and service to his country, his life of teaching and mentoring, his legacy of willingness to be strong member of the community. We believe this petition has met all the requirements to be considered and acted upon by the board of directors. Please let us know if there's any additional information needed. We appreciate your time and effort as you consider our proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander. Are there any questions, Commander, from the board? Okay, thank you, Commander. And so now at this time, I'd like to invite those who signed up to give their presentation regarding this petition, and just announce your name and one of them to reasonable time, 2 to 3 minutes. Who'd like to go first?
My name is Christopher Orr. I'm the president of the Vermont Police Association. And I'd just like to read a small portion of written endorsement that I've already given, provided to the board. I'm ready to express the Vermont Police Association's full support in naming a portion of Interstate 91 in honor of federal law enforcement officer Maland, who was tragically killed in the line of duty. I feel it's important to recognize the historical significance of a current designation in the area honoring former President John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was also killed in the line of duty and remained a symbol of leadership, courage, and public sacrifice. In 1962, President Kennedy issued Presidential Proclamation 3466, establishing National Peace Officers Memorial Day and National Police Week, which continues to this day. Naming a portion of Interstate 91 to honor Officer Maland wouldn't be a departure from President Kennedy's legacy, but a continuation of it. So thank you for your consideration and your commitment in honoring our nation's fallen heroes.
Thank you. And your petition is part of the record. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Be real brief. Good afternoon. Thank you for having us. My name is Sean McArdle. I'm CARDLE. I am the president of the United Federation of Police Officers. I also served on the National Law Enforcement Memorial Committee down in Washington, D.C. I drove up here this morning just south of Boston because I thought it was very important to be here. I think it's a great honor to be able to try to rename a section for fallen officers. As the National Law Enforcement Memorial Board has been out there, we'll always remember the officers that have fallen. Those names go on the wall. It's the only living memorial in Washington, D.C. We believe it's an honor to be able to have some of these things, to remember some of the commitment, the bravery that our officers have. I think renaming a section of I-91 would be a great honor to remember an American who not only served his country in the military, but also served his country during 9/11, which I was down at the Pentagon myself, and some of the other incidents that you heard from the Commander of the American Legion. I think it would be a great honor and tribute, not only to President Kennedy for his legacy, but also the legacy that he's left for. And thank you guys for your time and attention today. Now, let me speak.
Thank you. Sign up to speak. Okay.
It is open for anyone to add their perspective, even if you didn't check the checklist.
Yeah. Thank you. And this is still gonna be open for 30 days for any other written or recommendations. Ending for the. Henry Crowe, do you have anything else to add? Any final words?
I'm sorry,
Thank you. So I just said that we'll still accept written comment for up to 30 days. Email that to Rachel.
The address and phone number to get in touch with me is right there on on the board here. It's also available on our website and all of that, so I'm pretty easy to reach.
After the public hearing period is closed, the board will take the matter under advisement, issue a written decision in 2 to 3 months. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today and move as swiftly as we can. Mr. Board, anything else?
Yeah, I have two questions. And I guess I'd ask you collectively from the three, gentlemen who addressed the board. You know of examples of interstate highway that are dedicated in this fashion anywhere in the Eisenhower system? And I only ask because I got to Florida and back every winter, and there's a lot of highway. And there's not much to read, although there's a lot of billboards that we don't have here. But I'm just wondering if you know of examples where interstate highway has been dedicated to a law enforcement officer.
I don't know. I can get you that information. I can look it up, get you that information. Too difficult. I can reach out to Dawn of the National Office.
Or they would just be interested. We're going to be precedent. It's not a state highway, it's interstate highway. And a lot of interstate highway.
I have noticed that on the 101 coming out of Manchester, the enforcement that's on the 101st Airborne. April. Any other?
Sir, if I could, my name is Paul Luplet, I belong to the American Legion here in Newport. My question is, having never been involved with something like this, why is there even a question? Is it as far as the legality standpoint, or literally we're putting up signs to recognize a hero? Can you tell us the bureaucratic side or why it would take 3 to 4 months to figure this out?
What we're working under is way the process works. We have to have a public hearing for this. So I don't think it's Rachel, I don't think it's.
There's a statute that governs how the board considers these, and accompanying that are the rules and regulations for naming state transportation facilities. And those are fairly detailed about the steps the board has to make, including this hearing, so that everyone can ask questions like you're asking. And then the comment period that will go on for another month after this time. And it does set forth some considerations for the board in terms of determining whether the naming petition meets the standards set out in the law. And if anyone would like copies of those rules and regulations, they're available on the Transportation Board's website, or just contact me and I am happy to send them to you so you can see those.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I do have the answer for you. There's at least 5 of them that I just pulled up. Interstate 96, Interstate 15, Interstate 80, portions of Interstate 44, portions of Interstate 10 have been named after individual offices. I'm both happy to give you the names if you need those, but that's just a quick chat GT.
I usually do my research like people.
They were named pretty quickly. One's off to Trevor, Memorial Highway, portion of I-96 in Western Michigan, which I knew one of those trooper. David May, which is Interstate 15, which is in Nevada, a couple of in Nevada, and Interstate 90 for Trooper Carl Loren, and, Interstate 44, for the couple troopers that was killed in line of duty on Interstate 24.
I appreciate that. It would be very instrumental in our consideration to have the details of those. Just as maybe Petition had to discern what section of 91 north-south, and you narrowed your petition, I think, when you started getting down to the details. Okay, so we'd like to know what the details are of these other incidences that you're suggesting are precedent for this main petition. Excuse me, before you,
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
no, Ken, except that, if you wish to speak, you have to have been sworn in at the beginning. And I'm not sure that only several people raised their hands to be sworn in, and we can swear you in now.
Yeah.
Yes, fine.
I hereby solemnly affirm that the evidence I give in this cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I'm Chaplain Wainwright. I'm a border patrol agent, and I work side by side with Chris. We were both canines. And I just merely wanted to say thank you we're really honored as the agents in this community that work serving all of you. And just, no matter how this turns out, we're just really grateful that you're even coming together and giving it a shot. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you. Thank you. If you want to speak.
I know. I'm Roseanne, Maland's fiance, Chris's fiance. So I supported that action too. Thank you for being here today. I'm Canadian. So that's why my accent. I think it would be a nice symbol as we cross into the US to see how the respect that we pay for the border patrol. It's a reality. It's a reality that Vermont and Newport has to live with those agents, and they risk a lot so that keep the community safe. And it's just a symbol to show that and how the respect the community pays to them in exchange. And as a human experience, Chris, he showed me the landscape around here, and he told me, this is my home, I'm not leaving this place. And he's been everywhere in the US and elsewhere in the world, and he adopted this place, he was not leaving. He told me one night he wanted to be the mayor of the. All this project were not done, he really wanted to implicate himself the most he could, but he was very busy working. But everything he could do to encourage people around, he would do it, helping neighbors, chatting with them. The mailman got attached to him. Like when he passed, all the love I received from all the community and the shock it made around here, I think it just would be a nice physical symbol to remember him. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Question from the board.
I forgot to mention, when I was introducing myself, that I also went from here for camp in Derby on Lake Salem. I think I recognize a couple people in here. So, anyway.
Okay. Thank you all for your participation today. And as they say, there's time for written statements after this, if something comes up. With that, I think we can close the hearing.
It's 1:25 PM for the record.
Okay.
Before we close the
Oh.
hearing,
There's no motion yet. Yes.
I think we should be clear with those in attendance as to the time frame within which we want to file any supplemental information such as that Ricardo referenced earlier, or any other information that you think is
pertinent or germane to this question, leave it open for a period that will be determined. We'll tell you what. the
It's
period is.
until July 16th is the rules require 30 days open commentary period after this public hearing.
I see the document. Didn't see it. It's a 30-day period. If you provide it in writing, just one copy is
That's fine.
sufficient. But even though the hearing is closed, the record is not closed. So those are still other materials that we can take under consideration.
Okay. So for that counts 127.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.
So.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you want this or?
If you do, it will become part of the record. If you do. You won't have to submit anything else. Give that to me. I will scan it and put it in the record.
Okay. I've got it on my computer.
Okay, perfect. You did a great job. It was very clear who Chris was to you and the reason behind it. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, and thank you for the whole email. Well, my thing was like, I knew he was gonna come to all this. But I was okay. I wanted to make sure. I know. Yeah.